Hello and welcome, my beautiful Capricorns. Here is the extended part of your reading, which incorporates finance and career, romance and relationships, and outcome and what you need to focus on. Always starting off with the finance part of the reading. Now, I want you to know that this is an announcement about the extended readings. They will be comprised now and published on a monthly basis. It takes time for money to work through the month, and you're going to be able to go back and check each week to see how this coincides with your finance and your relationships part of your month. So starting off with that, you've got the skull, the watch, and the nugget. You've got 3 cards because 3 cards came out. You always get a minimum of 2, and whatever spirit throws out, I take. So you might be, some of you could be going through a rough patch when it comes to money. You may be waiting for something to come in, and you may feel as though things are a little bit tight and you're low on cash. You may have had to take some time off to heal. Maybe you had a surgery, maybe you had a procedure, maybe you just haven't been feeling yourself and you've had to take time off and you haven't been working. It might have been giving you time, though, to think about reinventing yourself while you've been in this sort of temperance situation, because we had that temperance card in your original reading here, and also you had that card of healing. So you could be taking time off for some particular reason where you're going to be thinking about, what am I going to do next? Maybe I don't want to go back and do this job. Maybe I want to do my own thing. Maybe I want to become my own boss, my own entrepreneur. Maybe I'm going to be self-employed. I think it's time for you to look into that. Now, you know, it's time to profit, right? And I think you're going to see divine intervention coming in. And I mentioned that in your reading this week about going through a waiting period. The Temperance card says balance, take your time, make out those priority lists, and don't rush into anything. Collaborate ideas either with yourself or other people to plan your move next. Okay, you could be going through a waiting period right now. But I think, some of you could have been laid off from your job, and this is giving you time to think about upgrading your resume, putting out those proposals and ideas that you need to do. Right? So I think you're taking time here to reinvent yourself and go through some sort of transformation. The nugget comes in and says there could be small increases of money. You could be receiving some honest and valuable information that's going to help you with this change, with your job and your career. Maybe you're hearing through a job recruiter. Maybe you're hearing from a colleague or somebody or a relative that says, hey, I know where they're hiring. There's a position there. You might want to apply for it. This is going to be a fresh start for some of you, and it will be steady work. So you're building a new career here, one way or the other, whether you're going to work for somebody else at a new place of work or whether you're going to open your own business. So I do see that you're going through some sort of transformation right now and reinvention of what you want to do in your career. Now let's see how this coincides with relationships and or romance in your life. But this can be same sex, this can be playmate, lovemate, life mate, married, single, or even partnership in a business. What type of team are you going to be around? Okay, we have 2 cards here. Well, first of all, it says love yourself first. Realize that you're worthy of going after what you want and receiving the same reciprocal energy in the form of love in your life. So as what you project out into the universe, who you are in that way, you're going to get it back. Okay, so your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive to others. So again, it comes down to what we transcend out into the universe with our energy. We're going to get it back. So stay positive. The honeymoon card comes in. Could be planning a trip. You could be enjoying every moment that you're doing something, or you're in with somebody here and enjoying the bliss of a holiday perhaps together. Maybe you guys are going to be planning a trip. Your partner and the love of your life, or it could even be somebody new you met that says you've connected so well. You're going to say, well, let's go away and see how we get along first on a vacation and see if we can continue and moving forward with this relationship, because you know what they say, you don't know a person till you live with them, and that means even going on a vacation with them. So this could be what you're planning as well. Now let's see what your outcome card is. What do you need to see, know, and expect when it comes to changes? What do you need to surrender to? What do you need to let go of and relinquish? Untie from yourself. Let's see what we have here. Well, there's 1. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what else we have here for you. There's 2. Great. Okay, so you have surrender to your soul's path and surrender to receiving more love and support. So I think you're going to find that if you allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything on your own, it can take the pressure off and, simultaneously nurture you. You might be, as I said, going through a healing process here, because in the original reading, you had take time to heal. And I think maybe this is what you're doing. But don't be too proud to ask or accept help from others. If you've had a procedure or surgery, or you're walking around with crutches, or you can't get out to buy the groceries or anything like that, don't turn your nose up or turn down someone who's being kind enough to say, listen, can I help you here? Okay, so take time to heal here. Surrender to receiving support and love from those around you. Now, surrender to your soul's path. Okay, your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So you're on a path. You might be reinventing yourself. You might be going into a new job. You might be rekindling or creating and being involved in a new relationship with somebody. This could be your soul's path. Divine timing always steps in. And I've told you this before. When I get that card, the Temperance card, a balance, it often has a photograph or a depiction in the graphics of an angel or a person behind you that demonstrates wings. So I do think this is your soul's path. I do believe that you are now going towards your goals, and you're in place here. You're in alignment now where you need to be. Okay? This is happening for a reason. Now, let's see what you need to focus on this week. What do you need to focus on, my beautiful Capricorns? Let's see what you need to focus on. Let's see. Okay, for the month of May. What do you need to focus on? Keep in mind, go back and check your weeklies throughout the month, because energy shifts and changes. I have people that say to me all the time, gee, Brenda, you read this week, and it happened 3 weeks down the road. So this is it. Time is man-made, okay? All right. Let's see what we've got. Thoughts create your reality. Well, I said that here. Stay positive, right? How the energy that we throw out there into the universe definitely comes back tenfold at us. And I've always said to you, if you throw negative energy out, it's going to come back and smack you in the head, hard and heavy. So make sure that you maintain this stability here. Don't try to wobble off your path. So hold your head high, put those shoulders back, and know that you can create your thoughts that can bring you and manifest what it is you want. So on that note, I think you need to get through a situation here where you're throwing out that energy. So if it's looking for that job, if it's going for that interview, hold your head high, okay? And if you want it, manifest it in your head that this is my job, I'm going to take this position, it's mine. When you go through that door for that interview, think on those terms. So right now, I think you're on a path here to recreate yourself. You're on a path here where you're going to be thinking long and hard about changes in your life and planning them really well. You're on a path, a new path right now. So know that you're going to get the support from those around you that want to see you succeed or feel better. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful optimistic month here of May. And always know I send you lots of love and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, Capricorn.